What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sirr Love from Phase 6. Here's another snippet from Chasing Greatness.
I think the entertainment industry is on track for a lot of beautiful things. When I look at tech, I love the lens that I have. I mean, I couldn't have planned this better, growing up, trying to figure out the things that I want to do, but being involved in both tech and entertainment is like the best of both worlds. And everyone in entertainment is leaving and going to tech. Like a lot of the veterans spend a lot of money, a lot of time in tech. Gives you the opportunity to network and talk to people that you probably couldn't talk to or couldn't speak with before.
Thanks.
I think overall, the music industry is on an amazing pace. And what's important for everyone that's trying to get in the game and try to understand it is just really focusing on the nuances of success. Right?
Yeah, right.
That's really where we are right now. And I think that
what is really success? Yeah.
What's really success? What does that look like to you? What do you want to accomplish? We was talking about freedom and what is freedom and what is happiness and what is joy and what are you looking for?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The empty space. When I look at artists, I don't want to see artists go into the empty space. What's also extremely disheartening for me, and I'll tell you this could be definitely a clip on its own later, but this is something that's really, really on my heart, is it hurts me to see so many people trying to get into the music industry.
Why do you say that? Why does that hurt you?
I want to speak to it. You mentioned, will women take over the industry? It was a thought that I had that left me and it came back. And one of my thoughts was, I don't think there will ever be the supply. The supply for women artists, I don't think will ever be as high as the supply for male artists, because women have been so successful in so many other industries. They don't need this.
Okay.
Women don't need this. And men, and especially African-American men in particular, are hedging their whole life on being a rapper. Guys that could have been, successful 10 times over if they applied the same amount of effort that they're applying into this business and this career. If they applied it to another industry, success would be unquantifiable in comparison. Yeah. So many just really smart brothers, like, man, I just want to rap. So many guys that, don't want to go get a job. Man, I'm just going to rap. And what I hate about the culture is that we've mixed somehow hip hop culture with motivational speaking culture. And now it's, whatever it takes to be successful. If you gotta be homeless, that's what it takes to get to where you want to go. You gotta sacrifice everything. You don't need women. You don't need a car. You don't need a job. Sleep on the ground if you have to.
Right.
Get out of your comfort zone. Do whatever it takes to be great. And
you sound like a prosperity preacher. Because it's the same concept, bro.
In the messages that we're telling, and young men, are out here really buying this and looking at all of this and going, yes, this is my key to acceptance. This is my key to success. A lot of manly man things are not important anymore. There was a time when using your hands and building shit and all this type of stuff, was cool and it was valuable and all this other type of stuff. Like, the rapper's is cooler than the football player, right? Like the
facts,
areas of aggression and all these different things, they don't matter anymore.
They don't matter anymore.
Men out here that are like, how do I establish myself as a man? Like, I am important. I am valuable. Rap. Don't pick on me. I'm cool. Rap. It's like it stands for everything. I want to have sex. I'm still a virgin. Will you go out with me? Rap. It's like the answer to everything.
It's the answer, yeah.
And it's just a bucket full of poison that's leading a large generation of people down the wrong path. Because one, the revenues are not as high as they're made out to be.
Yeah. Right. It's not, because like you said earlier, it's not just that what's making these rappers wealthy.
It's not.
It's not.
It's definitely not that.
It's more than that, and
way more.
a lot of
level of work
required. Yes.
So yeah, cats are making 20,000 a show, 60,000 a show, blah blah blah. Yes, of course, all that's real. The amount of work, I think that's another piece, is that rap comes off easy.
Yeah, it does.
Like it's easy. Like, oh man, I'm just gonna rap and I'm gonna be successful. And then also on top of that, artists that become successful, they make it sound easy because it's cool to sound like you didn't try.
That you didn't try to get it into it, no effort into it. It's something that it's a regular day at the job.
I just cut the mic on, you know what I'm saying? I just did what I had to do.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, it just went off.
Like what they said on Talladega Nights, I piss excellence. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not overnight. It's not overnight.
These cats, and it's there's a lot now. Could there be arguments brought up about, oh well, this person did it, but anyone that's being 100% honest with you, because on the backside in the studios, they don't talk about, oh man, it was nothing, I just did my thing. That's how they talk to their underlings.
Word.
But when it's time to talk to other people of sustenance in the game, their conversation is, man, I busted my ass.
Ass for that shit. Yeah.
Damn, I was out on the box, right?
Yeah, they give you the whole preach.
It's a whole sermon.
It's a whole sermon, bro.
And then on top of that, they talking all this, but yo, most, and I can't speak to all, like there's a lot of cats out here, there's cats out here getting money, but you got to recognize that is the minority, the very small minority. Most of the cats out here that look like they're getting money, they really struggling. They just have a lot of luxury around them. They don't own nothing.
Right.
They don't own nothing. They don't
Everything is rented or borrowed.
Or you just haven't paid it off.
Like, you just ain't paid it off yet.
You bought an $8 million home, but you paying a mortgage on it. You just bought a Bugatti, but you paying, a monthly lease against it. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's paying against everything.
Insane.
So what's happening is cats just as in debt as the average person is. They're just as in debt. They just have bigger purchase items, right? That's for the cats that's getting money. Then you got the cats that ain't getting no money. They just look like it. Like they wearing Louis Vuitton belts and notice I say belts and backpacks and these things that are cheaper.
Than the shirts or the shoes.
Pay attention to the game. Pay attention to the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like cats is buying all these different things and they going out and they stunting and they posing on. Like I know cats that are literally that are homeless with over 100,000 followers, and if you follow them, boy, they look like $1 million.
Wow.
Homeless. And so I think the narrative is so misconstrued that if young people really knew the truth of it, I just don't think there would be so many people trying. There's so many cats that are throwing away their lives chasing a fairy tale. And I think that's unfair because there are people that love music, right?
Right.
This is what they're supposed to do.
Right.
And we all are convincing ourselves that we're that person when truly we just haven't evaluated enough other options. And there's a lot of opportunity for young men to be successful quicker, make more money faster, with the same level, or honestly less. Less.
It's less. It's
so many different industries, man.
But see, that's the thing though. But unfortunately, a lot of young men who want to be rappers are disadvantaged to where they don't get that foundational support coming in the beginning. And so, and they found rap to be the way they decided to put their all into because they got the fame and the attention that they desired. And they stood there in that space of comfortability, and no one ever pushed them to come out of that space to say, hey, you can still do this, but you can fund this thing that you want to do with this over here. But they're so consumed by what everybody else is doing, what everybody else has done. And they're just like, no, this is the only way. There is no only, that takes too long. That's too much hard work. But it's not. But
it's actually the opposite.
It's the opposite way around.
I was working with one of the first organizations that I worked with was working with an artist, and we were looking for an investor. And the investor was a young African-American guy, worked at IBM, was able to put 100 bands in the project, no problem.
Wow.
Tech sales guy, right? And I remember us, scrambling, trying to find, talking to D-boys, talking to this, whatever we had to do to try to get the money for the artists. And this dude came up, look, we're going to figure this out. We're going to use algorithms. We're going to learn the system. We're going to do this, that, and the third. Put 100 up, ran out 100, going to put 50 more up, blah, 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 like crazy, right?
Right.
And, pull up, whip, on point, clothes, on point. Like, not even stunting, just like, you got to know what he got on type ish. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, my brother's fly, mid 40s, got all the bread. Meanwhile, the crew that I'm running with, we had all the shows. We backstage at this. We at T-Pain's house kicking it. We doing it. You know what I'm saying? We kicking it with Tricky Stewart and da. We in the mix. You know what I'm saying? We on tour. We're this, we're that. But we gotta come to this guy.
Right.
To get money.
Right.
Do the things that we
wanted to do. Exactly.
Bro, at some point in my life it clicked. What the fuck am I doing? And me and him kind of gravitated because I was, like I said, I was young at this time and I was doing websites on the side to get money. And he's like, man, there was a tech guy kind of seeing me young, whatever. And then fast forward years later, I ended up getting money with IBM doing tech shit.
Exactly. Exactly.
I recognized the game. Like, in order to be successful, I said it before, you need money, knowledge, network, right? Network, knowledge, money. Not like I got the knowledge. My network is pretty strong, and I know I can hire people with a bigger network than me because I know who they are. I just gotta go get this money.
Get the money. Gotta get the money. Gotta get the money.
And the money don't come from rap.
No. It doesn't.
I think it sums it up. Like, all right, but I'm still the same person that says, okay, this is how you protect your rights. This is how you handle your publishing. This is how you do this. I'm still the same person that just closed, a deal yesterday for 20 bands, right? Just yesterday, right? Okay, whatever. Little projects coming in and out, whatever. Do little deals here and there. We got like 6 more in the pipeline right now, right? So I'm still doing these little deals and whatnot. So like, yeah, there's money in entertainment. I'm not saying there's no money here. But what I am saying is for cats that are betting their life and their future on this, that's not the way to go. You need to go get you a job and do this on this and do this on the side.
Yeah,
because you got to invest in this. You got to have the money to promote this. You got.
This is not the industry that's going to give you what you want without you putting some skin in the game. And
correct.
If you
don't believe in it, why am I going to believe in it?
Why I believe in it? Yeah.
I don't know everything, but I know a lot about a little and a little bit about a lot. And I'm trying to give you guys everything that I got right here on Phase 6. Check us out at www.phasevi.com. Again, that's www.phasevi.com. Beam in.